Hey there, folks. My name is Saadiq Brathwaite, and I'll be going over mobile application development. Now, for my introduction, I wanted to go ahead and just introduce a couple uh, frequently asked questions. Now, the first one is, what is a mobile application? A mobile application is a computer program or an application ran on a mobile platform, meaning something like a tablet, phone, like an Android or an iPhone. Applications such as WhatsApp or something as simple as Twitter. Now, the next question is, what is an API? Well, an API, which stands for Application Programming Interface, is a very helpful tool. It's basically an environment with a set of tools and protocols to basically work alongside other applications without interfering with each other and building on top of that entire environment. Now, the desired outcome of an application, it can come in many factors. What are you trying to do with the application? What is it being set for? That's what it comes up with in this next slide. Now, research, I emphasize research a lot. And I say this because it comes with a lot of different ways to help you out. You want to be able to figure out exactly who and what type of crowd you're trying to basically target, and as well as that, you want to be able to figure out what type of needs that they're going to go for. Now, in cases like this, you also want to make sure that it's a very, very unique program. You can go ahead and copy off of another program and just add a couple minor tweaks to it, but it's only going to affect a minor population compared to if you create a new program that no one's ever thought of. It'll basically what's the word I'm looking for? It'll basically bring up a better idea, or basically it'll affect a bigger population as to what it could. The program also needs to have very good mobile capabilities because there are so many different types of phones and designs of a phone. You want to make sure that they properly work with each other. Now, what you want to do is set up a team infrastructure from the front end and back end support, meaning anything from your IT support, which will be your back end, to your front end support, which will be your customer service representatives. Now, you also want to make sure you partner up with a lot of different companies, or not a lot. You want to partner up with a good set of companies in order to basically let your program grow alongside theirs. It helps that kind of collaboration benefits a lot of folks, and it's also a very important factor when it comes to trust and patience, because you want to be able to take the time to figure each other out, understand each other's needs, and help the infrastructure from within grow. Now, the next thing you want to figure out is what is the purpose of this application as far as features and build the actual infrastructure of the application. Now, once you figured out what idea you have of what you're trying to get the application to do, you have to figure out how you're going to make that possible. And that's where your backend will also come in. And you also want to, just in case, especially when it comes to like partnerships with other companies, you want to leave room for different types of add-ins that can be very helpful later down the line. Now, for the design, the whole idea is you want to make sure it looks pretty, you want to make sure it's nice, fun, and creative, something people are going to want to touch. You also want to make sure that it's really easy to navigate. I've run into a lot of complications where an application can be very, very difficult to use. So you want to go ahead and steer away from that kind of thing. And you want to make sure that's a very simple and clean look. A lot of cases, a good example would be Cash App. Cash App, you have the capability to do just about everything. You can navigate through it easily. All you got to do is send money to the other person. It only takes a couple clicks of a button, and that's it. Now, next thing you want to do is have a good QA testing. Now, QA, meaning quality assurance, is the team to basically test out whatever, basically run your application into the ground. And note, you're going to run into a lot of bugs, but that's a good thing because you're able to figure it out early on. And don't get discouraged. There may be a lot of times where you're going to find problems that you never thought of, and you're really worried about when you're going to release the program, but don't give up. It's a very good process, and it's honestly worth the time. Now, first thing you want to do is go ahead and release a beta version first. Release it to the global scale so everyone has an opportunity to feel out if they like it or not, and it gives you something to look forward to. If the feedback is really good, then by that point you can set the official time to launch the application. Now, going back to collaborations as far as maintenance goes, you want to make sure that it works. You're working with everyone, and it comes to back end and front end. Your back end is going to be the one setting up the maintenance and doing the actual maintenance, and your front end is going to be the part that lets them know that these are the types of things that are going to happen with the application. Now, you're going to also still run into a couple bugs, but that's okay. That's what maintenance is for. Every time you release it, it'll basically help out just about everybody. Now, it'll build on top of a user's needs, so if there's any type of add-ins or whatnot that you wanted to put in, you definitely want to do that. And you want to also make sure you'll pay attention to what type of reviews that are going to be coming from the customer, because at the end of the day, it's really about the customer. Now, the next thing you also want to make sure you do, especially when it comes to Google Play Store and Apple products, you want to make sure you pay attention to every release that they have as far as their updates, because it can affect exactly how your application functions. Now, I'm really glad for everybody to go ahead and watch my slides. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, you see these two links here. They're very, very helpful when it comes to any type of development of an application on a mobile platform. They encourage it, and they have workshops to help you out as well. Now, I also attached a couple other links to basically, or at the bottom of this, or at the bottom of this video here, to basically help you out if you have any more questions about this kind of thing. But in any case, I'm very happy for you to all watch my slides. Thank you all so much, and have a wonderful day.